Hey everybody, welcome to Wolfpack Tri-Club Cub Edition video number 2 on some of the bike stuff, where we're going to touch a little bit on a few more advanced things that you can get into as you start to take the journey on a bike.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about some bike basic stuff, and again, remember our goal is to make it to where we keep it simple, right? But you have to have, what do you have to have?
Well, the first thing you have to have is a helmet. We need this on you at all times. If you're riding that bike, it's on your head. And a matter of fact, when you race, this thing goes on your head before the bike comes off the rack. It has to. It's a rule.
Yes, if you're touching your bike, some races you'll get disqualified if you're touching your bike and don't have this clipped.
Absolutely.
So anyway, the helmets, please understand, folks, that this is a very basic helmet, and you could race the longest distance ever.
Absolutely.
With this helmet, because comfort and comfort is everything for
it is.
For a bit. Okay, helmet.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever crash with your bike helmet,
replace
it, and because they'll crack and then they won't protect your noggin. And then the other thing is they do get old.
That's right.
Okay.
The foam will harden.
All right.
All right.
So
moving down your head, let's go to some sunglasses.
You have to have, well, you don't have to, but you really want this because eating bugs is fun.
Yes. Getting bugs in your eyes suck. And when they hit your eye at 20 miles an hour, they really suck.
It's really a safety factor. For
absolutely.
real.
You can crash in a hurry when something hits you in the eye.
So I don't know your choice on glasses, and I have like 50 billion pairs of glasses. However, these are my favorite. Mm-hmm. They're rose colored. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's cloudy on the bike.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's raining on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I've seen rain on the bike a time or two. Probably going to see it this weekend.
And the thing is you're usually looking down.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you don't have to worry too much about sun.
Right. I wish I had thought I'd have brought my helmet. My helmet is a little different. I use an Aero helmet that has a visor on it.
You do.
And I have, kind of like the sunglasses, I have various colored visors. I can put yellow, I can put clear, I can put kind of a mirror type visor on there. And those are all used for different lighting conditions, to help you take glare and stuff off the road. But it's the same basic idea as the sunglasses. It gives you a little bit of less strain on your eyes.
Yeah.
It helps keep things out of your eyes. So
there ain't nothing like getting something in your eye while you're biking, especially if you're like going, 25, 40 down a hill,
mm-hmm.
and you get something in your eye and you're like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
No way to get it out.
Oh my gosh. Hold your line.
Yes, absolutely. Next, hey, drink something. Water, people, water. We were just talking about the fact that we probably both need to drink more water.
Oh my gosh.
But
Coach Derek, he's all this. Oh, he's so perfect on his water drinking. Yeah. Water here, water there. Oh my gosh.
As he sits over there. But, we on the other hand want you hydrated. Okay, and drink something. If you don't drink water, drink something. Put liquid into your body. So
kind of the rule per hour on the bike is one of these bike bottles, and we're not showing you because of the name. We're showing you because of the size and the shape, and the fact that it fits in your cages on your bike.
What is that, about 20 ounces? I believe? 17 ounces. 17 ounces,
okay. And when you can steal, beg, borrow, keep, don't lose the caps, and don't switch the caps one brand to the next, because they all fit different. Mm-hmm. And then don't let your teenagers wash your bike bottles. Don't let your teenagers use your bike bottles. Don't leave these things in your car. Don't don't let these things sit in your car with Infinite or something in them, because they will get mold on the threads. Inside. Here's a nifty little trick you can do with your bike bottles, though. If you have space, I am lucky enough I happen to have a freezer, designated freezer. I put them
with my caps on them in the freezer when I'm not using them. And what that does is retard any sort of mold growth that can happen. So it's a nifty little idea. If you got space, works great. If you don't, wash the thing and dry it.
Smarty.
Yeah, you do what you can. All right, so moving down, we've got down past your eyes now. What goes on your body? What do you wear when you ride a bike? Well, a bike jersey.
Well, let's back up just a smidge, okay?
Okay.
So we're talking to the newbies.
Okay.
The Cub Edition.
That's right, the youngsters.
Okay. So you can wear a bra.
You can.
And a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
A fluorescent shirt. If you're out biking, wear something people can see.
Bright colors. People.
So this is a bike jersey, but it's bright.
Mm-hmm.
And you do want to wear bike or triathlon shorts.
Absolutely. Or something with a chamois in it.
Don't wear yoga pants.
Mm-hmm.
You'll only do it once, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Or running shorts. Now, if that's the only thing that you have,
you can get by, although I highly recommend that you invest in some Body Glide. The bike causes an interesting little thing called chafing that you'll all learn about.
And you'll only find it in the shower.
Yes.
After you're done.
Yeah, when you put hot water on it, and then you'll do an interesting dance. Yeah, because as you scream and yell and jump up and down and say bad words.
Wait, we're supposed to have fun.
That's right. But this is part of that. So there are some things you'll learn at this. But yes, spend $20 and buy yourself a pair of bike shorts, guys. It's not a huge investment, but it's one that you will.
So I have a great idea.
Okay.
Swimoutlet.com.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You can find some really cheap bike shorts, cheap stuff.
Absolutely.
Or the Facebook groups. You can find some cheap stuff if you want to, play around with what you want.
You can find stuff on places like Wish or eBay even.
Right.
I mean, those things, guys, don't be afraid of taking something used that's in good condition. It's still going to serve. If it's still serviceable, hey, it'll work for you too, and you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money to get into it.
Right.
So there's lots of different outlets you can look to get this stuff. Some of it new, some of it used, but yeah, it's well worth the money. So as we talk a little bit about the shirts and how these work. So the first thing that you'll notice when you look at this thing, well, like BK said, is it's bright colored, which allows people to see you, and that's a safety issue. But let's talk a little bit about what this shirt looks like, okay? What it's made out of and how it fits. You guys can't feel this, but this is a very slick, smooth material. What that's designed for causes the air to go over you.
It should be tight.
It should be tight. The tighter, the better.
Yep.
You want something that almost fits you like a second skin.
So do not worry about rolls,
bulges, wrinkles.
Don't just stop, because most of the population is not putting their buns on a seat anyway, so you're already badass.
Absolutely. So next little step we talk about on these nifty little jerseys is a little thing that goes along right here. You guys can't really see this real well, but this is a little strip of rubber that goes all the way around the bottom of this jersey. What this does is help hold that jersey down so that it doesn't roll up on you if you have a roll or a bulge or a this or that or whatever. Helps keep it helps keep you where it's supposed to be. Keeps it nice and tight.
One thing that you want to be mindful of, the sleeves and stuff. You can wear stuff like this and it be a tank top, and a lot of tri-kits are tank tops, but if you are like Coach D is a redhead, do not get sunburned. Don't worry about so this is why some jerseys are nice, because they cover your skin, because if you get sunburnt in a race, it's going to just zap your energy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we move to the back of this, which is a neat little thing. These are pockets, guys. This is when we talked a little bit about the bags on the bike. This is a nice place if you don't have those. This stuff can hold nutrition, it can hold water bottles, it can hold a lot of different things. And one of the things that you'll find about this little thing as you race, It's a neat little trash can.
It is good trash
Because you will learn that you will get in trouble if you toss your junk out other than in the designated areas. And a lot of the time when we take on nutrition, we're not in those areas. We grab it there, but we're consuming it later. And so that thing works as a nifty little trash can to keep us out of trouble. All right. So we move to shorts. Bike shorts.
You don't have to have these.
No.
And you don't need to train in something that you spend a lot of money on. So if you do invest in a kit or a shirt or whatever, I only wear mine. I don't wear mine all the time.
Right.
If I have a safe riding place, I will go out with a brightly colored shirt. And cheaper tri shorts. I have 2 different levels of tri shorts. I have my racing kit. But then I also have like cheap Zoot, had them on for 40% off, and I bought like 3 or 4 pairs. So don't feel like you need to spend the money. You don't you don't need this in the beginning for sure. No. It's a kind of a luxury item, and it's nice to have. So when you run across a sale or something, whoop, pick it up.
That's right, pick it up. Absolutely.
This though, you do want to look at shorts. You really do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are these?
Okay, so basically what this looks like is a big diaper. These are kind of funny looking. This is what is called a chamois. We go back 100 years, and this was made out of chamois, which is basically sheepskin. Now these are all synthetic. There's a little bit of padding to these. You can get these in about however much padding you want. Some of them are ridiculously thick.
This one's really big and quite big. This is more of a longer distance bike.
Right. This isn't more of the triathlon stuff tends to be a lot smaller and a little more. And the reason being in that is, in the tri world, typically we're not changing from our bike gear into our run gear. And so the chamois is a lot smaller so that you can run in it without it causing chafing and discomfort in the run portion of the race.
So ladies, a bare minimum of, if you were going to do a YMCA tri or a sprint tri outside, you can get like a sports bra that's fairly tight, and maybe some cheaper tri shorts or tight swim shorts. Even I bought guy Speedo shorts. As long as they're tight and they stay put in, maybe a drawstring so you don't catch the back, right, when you kick off in the pool. You can swim in a sports bra or something tight. You don't have to spend a ton of money on that. You can swim in a swimsuit. The thing that I like to swim in, my sports bra and then my tri shorts, is that I go to the bike and then I put a shirt on. Right. In the kind of the smaller, bare minimum type of area. But if you're not comfortable running in or swimming in a sports bra and getting yourself to a transition area, then a tri top that's tight
certainly works just as well.
Okay. Shorts are really, bike shorts are kind of needed because the chafing, a good amount of chafing, you're going to be like, dang, I wish I had bought some.
Absolutely, yeah. These will be self-explanatory to you if you choose to not buy them. You'll figure out why you want it real quick.
Okay, so tell me about shoes and the need to clip in or not clip in.
Okay, this is an interesting situation, and it's something that's scary to a lot of new triathletes because, first of all, the first thing you're going to find is this almost sounds backwards because what they're going to call these are clipless pedals, and really what you're doing is clipping into them. What this does, this is a cleat. What this does, this hooks into the front part of your, you can kind of see this hangs down. This hooks underneath the deal on the pedal.
So
these
your
go
pedal's
on
right here.
Right, it goes on the outside. These go to the outside of the pedal, and this hooks you in.
And you go.
So basically what this does is it locks your foot into the pedal. Now, that's a little scary for people because what happens a lot of the times is they're used to just simply being able to take their foot off the pedal, and all of a sudden your foot doesn't just come off the pedal. You have to learn to snap it off.
You learn this heel
click. Yeah.
But it takes a smidge of practice.
You understand you probably are going to fall down a time or two. I will give you an example. I went on a training ride with a friend of ours, Kim Taylor, and I certainly know how to get out of my pedals. And we were at the YMCA parking lot, and we had finished our ride, and I pulled up and fell straight over sideways because I tried to get my wrong foot out of the pedal. It happens to everybody. It is not something to be overly embarrassed about. Just laugh about it. Generally, you're not going to hurt yourself too bad. But it is a process of learning how to get your feet out of these things. You don't have to do this. They make cages that go around your foot. And basically what these are designed to do, guys, is with this on your pedal, when you're locked into this, what it does is when you pull your leg up, you're using power pulling up. If you just set your foot on what most of us know as traditional flat pedals, the only power you have is pushing down.
Yeah.
So from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, or about 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock on a clock face, that's all the power you've got. But here, you're pulling up when this foot comes up, so you're generating power all the way around the clock face, and it makes it much easier, much more efficient, and much less use of energy. So we recommend these.
Just think about it, okay? Don't be afraid of it.
Right.
And the thing is we're going to make more videos if you go this route. So this is a particular type.
Absolutely.
There are different types. Some are easier than others. These are kind of big girl cleats, big boy cleats. They just distribute more power up and down. The other ones, they're a little bit smaller, and so if you were like a rocket scientist, you'd be able to write the the equations on all of that. But there are ways to practice and minimize the you're gonna fall. Yeah, it's 100%. You will fall. I think it took me 3 years to get into triathlon before first time out. You'll be going 0 mile an hour, and you'll be like, oh, I'm falling, and there's not a darn thing you can do about it except this one thing, and this will save your bacon each and every time. Keep your hands and the feet on the bike at all times. Do not try to save yourself.
Use your shoulder.
Just fall straight over. You won't hurt anything. Just your pride will be hurt. You'll lose a little skin. The people you're with, they're gonna laugh at you after they're gonna laugh. They're gonna ask you if you're okay,
and then they're gonna laugh more.
And they're gonna laugh. They might take a picture. It's okay. It's kind of like a triathlon rite of passage.
Rite of passage. Yep.
And it'll happen like 2 or 3 years in. You'll do an Ironman or something crazy, and then you'll take a break, and you'll still fall over. So
it happens.
Lower your expectations right now.
Absolutely. I'm living proof.
We are embracing the fun.
That's right.
Suck.
So let's talk a little bit about the shoe that cleat's attached to.
Oh.
So this is an interesting thing, okay? So one of the things you're going to learn about these shoes is they come in really weird sizes. How many people wear a size 42 shoe?
They're European sizes.
They're European sizes. They are not traditional American sizes, although it is not hard to find a chart that'll tell you what size you need to buy. These shoes are, the first thing you'll notice with these things, they're very stiff on the bottom. They're made out of basically the same thing our bikes are made out of, which is carbon. The reason they're stiff is it transfers power to that pedal, okay? So these are not real good to run in or walk in. They're kind of a pain in the butt, but you'll learn to do that too. The other thing you'll notice, Velcro. These are easy on and off. One of the things you'll see some people do, I do not recommend this right off. Matter of fact, I don't even do this at this point in my career, is to clip these onto the pedal and stick your foot in the bike once you're going. Don't do that.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't recommend it. You will see people that do it. Don't feel like that's a good way to hurt yourself, quite frankly.
How many times have you seen some person just bite it? Like, were they trying to do that, and you watch and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, you can. It's almost like a train wreck coming. You just watch it and you know it's about to happen.
Oh, but the train wreck is massive because you're like one-legged, half over your bike. And they're trying to blaze in, and they might be trying to come to a stop from like 10, 15 mile an hour, and they go over their handlebar, and they just slide.
And it sucks.
And you're like, oh.
And in at least in the bigger level races, they're going to get a penalty because they didn't stop before the stop line. Hey, not only are you in pain and bleeding, now you got a penalty incurred on top of it.
And
hey, that's cool.
And then you get up and you're like, oh my gosh, is my bike okay?
Because when you crash your bike, you'll figure out real quick that you're replaceable, but your bike will freak you out. You'll be like, my God, is my bike all right?
Okay.
Anyway, we're rambling. Sorry. Okay.
The bike base.
Coach D's laughing at us.
Whatever. You ramble too.
We'll hear about your swim stroke.
Bike basics, you keep it simple in the beginning for real, and then if you have questions, you can peruse through Facebook groups and this and that and podcasts, and you will get overwhelmed and you will get 50,000 opinions on something.
Absolutely.
And we are here to keep it very simple for you based on your goals. So if you have a question, chatter us in the in that Facebook group, or look in your Wolfpack Cub Edition PDF guide.
Yep. And don't even, don't be afraid to just send us out a private message if you don't want to post it in a group. I will answer, anything I can. And like I say, our thing is to try to keep things as simple as you can. Please understand, like BK said, there's a lot of people that are extremely knowledgeable out there.
Yes.
But one of the things that a lot of those people will give you is information, while it may be 100% accurate, some of it's going to be over your head. And if you can't apply what you're being taught, it ain't going to help you.
Yeah.
This is a learn to walk before you run type thing. And we're going to start you out crawling. You're going to learn to pedal the bike, and somebody teaching you, things that are, you're trying to learn ABC and they're teaching you, EFG isn't going to do you any good. So keep it simple. Ask us questions. That's what we're here for. That's why we're trying to help you. We'll do our best to get you solid information at the level you need it to be at.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So that's some basic stuff on a little more advanced stuff. And we'll keep adding stuff as we go. And as the more you learn, the more you'll be able to take things and develop it for higher level principles.
Coach D is laughing at us.
Coach D is going to be in trouble here for long. But that's okay, because Coach BK might beat him up. So, good night, everybody.